What's the most unforgettable thing your mom did for you? When I was 16, I had an experience that changed my perspective on everything. It wasn't the typical high school drama or teenage rebellion. It was something that, to this day, stands out as the most significant thing my mom ever did for me. It started when I was struggling with my health. For months, I'd been feeling off. My energy levels dropped, I was pale, and I started losing weight without any reason. At first, I chalked it up to stress from school, or maybe I was just growing tired of everything. But when I passed out during a routine gym class, my mom knew something was seriously wrong. She didn't hesitate for a second. The very same day, she took me to see a doctor. We went through blood tests, scans, and a whole lot of waiting. I remember feeling lost in the uncertainty, not knowing what was happening to my body. The diagnosis came a week later. I had Hodgkin's lymphoma, a form of cancer that primarily affects the lymphatic system. When the doctor told us, I saw my mom's face fall, but she didn't let herself break down. Instead, she took charge. Without flinching, she explained everything to me and my dad. Her calmness in that moment made me feel like maybe, just maybe, everything would be okay. She immediately began researching treatment options. It wasn't just about getting me the best medical care, it was about being there for me in every way possible. She rearranged her work schedule to take me to every doctor's appointment. If I had to stay overnight at the hospital for treatment, she stayed with me. She would sneak in small comforts, my favorite snacks, books, even little notes to keep my spirits high. When I felt the most isolated and scared, she was the one constant. The chemotherapy was brutal. I lost my hair, and my body was weak from the medications, but my mom never let me feel like I was alone in it. She stayed up with me when I couldn't sleep, held my hand through the roughest days, and made me laugh when it felt like the world was too heavy to carry. I'll never forget one night during the worst of it. I was lying in bed, feeling exhausted and defeated. I remember telling her that I didn't know if I could keep going, that it hurt too much, and she sat beside me rubbing my back and told me stories from her own childhood, stories of resilience, of people she'd known who had faced even greater odds. She reminded me that I was stronger than I thought, even when I didn't feel like it. Throughout my 6 months of treatment, she was my rock. She made sure I knew every single day that I wasn't in this fight alone. Her love, unwavering and fierce, kept me going when I thought about giving up. Eventually, the treatments worked. I went into remission. The relief and joy that washed over me felt like nothing I had ever experienced. But even in that moment of triumph, I knew that none of it would have been possible without my mom's strength and dedication. She gave me the gift of hope when I had none, and that's something I'll never forget. In the years that followed, life went on, but I often think back to those dark days and the way my mom stood by me. It wasn't just that she helped me survive cancer, it was the way she made me feel loved, safe, and cared for. In my eyes, that's the most unforgettable thing any parent could ever do for their child.